You know, the future of personalized coaching isn't some far-off idea. It's actually being built right now, one chess move at a time. Today, we're going to take a look at a real-world tool that is totally changing the game for coaches and how they mentor their students. And you'll see how data is becoming the ultimate secret weapon. So, let's just start with the big question. How do you actually coach a future champion? I mean, that's the goal for any coach, right? Doesn't matter if it's chess or soccer or anything really. The mission's the same. Help someone reach their absolute peak. But in a world that's just overflowing with information, where do you even begin?
Well, it really comes down to this. You have to see the whole picture. To truly help someone grow, you need a complete view of their journey. All the wins, all the struggles, everything. But the problem today is that picture is usually shattered into a million little pieces, scattered all over the internet.
So, let's get into it. First, we need to understand the dilemma, the chaos, really, that modern coaches are dealing with. And this isn't just about chess. This is a problem for educators and mentors everywhere. Just imagine a coach's day, right? It's a total whirlwind. They're checking a student's blitz rating on one site, then jumping over to another site for their puzzle rating. They're trying to remember what they covered last week, all while juggling the unique needs of maybe dozens of different students. It's this constant manual struggle just to connect all the dots.
Okay, now what if you could take all that mess and bring it all into one simple, powerful command center? This is where a dedicated tool like the one we're looking at starts to completely change the entire workflow.
I mean, just look at the difference here. On the left, you've got the old way, a total nightmare of messy spreadsheets and scattered notes. And on the right, the new way, a clean, searchable roster where every single student has their own central profile. This isn't just about being neat. It's about moving from total chaos to automated order.
And getting started is so simple. You're not wrestling with complicated software. A coach can add a new student in seconds. Just pop in a name, a little group code, and a phone number. Boom, done. The foundation is laid just like that.
All right, so you've got your roster organized. That's great. But that's just step one. The real magic, the whole point of this, is what happens next. This is where we move from just organizing to genuine, data-driven insight.
So the first thing the coach does is just connect the dots. They simply punch in the student's username for the platforms they're already using, like Lichess and chess.com, and hit save. And this is the aha moment. The second they hit save, the application just goes to work. It reaches out to those sites, grabs all that scattered data, and pulls it all together into one unified dashboard, instantly. What used to be a chore of checking 5 different websites now happens in a blink. And bam, just like that, the coach has this incredible instant insight, right there, blitz rating 1895. They don't have to go digging for it before a lesson. That one number can completely change how they approach that day's coaching session. So we've got all the data in one place. Awesome. But how does that actually make the coaching better? Because data is only useful if it leads to action, right? Let's dive into how this transforms the actual sessions themselves. You know how easy it is to forget the little details from one week to the next? Well, think of this as a digital logbook for every single class. The coach can jot down everything right in the student's profile. Today we worked on the Ruy Lopez opening, or gave them a new puzzle target. Nothing ever falls through the cracks again.
And having all this data makes setting clear goals super straightforward. It's literally a 1, 2, 3 process. You pick the platform, say chess.com, choose the metric you want to work on, like rapid rating, and then you set a real, concrete target. Suddenly, the fuzzy goal of get better becomes a tangible mission, reach 1700.
But, okay, setting a goal is one thing. The real power, the real game changer comes from tracking that progress over time, sharing it, and creating a feedback loop that just fuels motivation. Now this is where it gets really exciting, especially for the student. They get this live look at their own progress. They can see, okay, my current rating is 1627. The target is 1700. I've got 73 points to go. That gap isn't just a number, it's a challenge. It turns the grind into a game. And then you get this moment. The card turns green, and you see that one simple word, achieved. That is such a powerful shot of dopamine. It's that clear, visual proof that your hard work is actually paying off, which is maybe the biggest motivator there is. So what you end up with is this amazing, virtuous cycle. The system keeps a log of every past achievement, which makes it easy to set the next, more ambitious goal. And, this is huge, the coach can just click a button, export a PDF progress report, and show parents exactly what's happening.
It's data-backed proof of the value they're providing. And as the app's creator, Shubham Pandey, puts it, its usefulness really comes from how it brings all these different pieces together. The roster, the data, the notes, the reporting, it all flows into one seamless experience. Which leaves us with a pretty powerful question, doesn't it? We've seen how this works for chess.